This is Misfitz, a chaotic top-down extraction shooter where you scavenge the world for relics, making a few friends along the way, or dangerous enemies. Sup guys, this is Ryan, and in this video I'll explain everything you need to know to have a blast, relic hunting, gearing up, and surviving your first few runs. First, let's go over Misfit's core gameplay loop. So, when you first drop into the map, there's really a lot of free reign as to what you can do. Your end goal is to collect relics and safely escape with them by extracting. So to do that, you can loot chests and bots for relics, along with a few other monsters like the golden key plunger thing. Basically, if it's bigger or looks cooler, you'll get better loot from it. Gear, we'll talk about that later. It basically makes you stronger. There's also PvP in this game. Whenever someone is killed, the gear and relics that they currently have with them drop around them. To fully eliminate someone, you actually have to kill them twice, technically. When you first kill them, they enter a knocked down state where they have a red health bar, they can't attack or use any abilities, but they can use power-ups. They can also move, but it's very, very slow. As you could see, anyone can revive you by just standing in the red circle. There are also bounties in this game. Starting a bounty will start this timer on you, and everyone can see your position indicated by a red marker during this timer. After this bounty timer runs out, relics will drop in an area around you. Now when you finally decide to extract, you can look for this green marker on your screen. This indicates an extraction point. These extraction points do change periodically, so watch out for that, but basically you stand in the extraction points for a certain amount of time until it reaches 100, and then you're out with your loot. It's important to keep in mind that you can extract while downed, so it's sometimes a good idea to run into the extraction point when it's close to 100%. The teaming system. This is the bread and butter of Misfits gameplay. This is why we Misfits. You can join anyone in a team as long as you guys both are not in a team yet. All you have to do is go near them and use the buttons on the top right corner. If you guys extract together, you can stay teamed up in the main lobby and queue again once both players hit play. So besides the obvious coordination that comes with teams, there are also a few bonuses. So there is the friendship bonus. This is a team buff mechanic that increases drop rates for relics and rare gear. The more you play with them, the higher this friendship level gets, which basically increases the buff. So while a one-time thing can be exciting, a long-term relationship is typically more rewarding. There are also shared power-ups, so as long as you're within a certain radius when a team member uses a power-up, everyone gets that power-up buff. The only exception is the self-revive because it's a revive to yourself. You can also drop into the map near players that you've teamed with before by entering their portal in the lobby. Should you still work with them after joining? Well, that's up to you. So what exactly can you collect right now in Misfits? Well, there are relics, gear, and coins. So relics right now are technically your main objective, although they don't do much. You can collect them and decode them whenever you want in the main lobby, similar to a gacha game. With gear, there are 3 different equipable pieces at a time with various effects depending on your class. The rarities go from common to mythic, and these auras will show visually. This is important because the rarer the gear, the stronger it is. You can also drop gear by tapping and holding on it in your backpack, which is useful for managing space if you don't like those crappy relics, or you want to distract an enemy and run away. Coins are like XP doublers in Brawl Stars, so they don't actually do anything, they're kind of just there, but you do have a lot of them, so there's that. However, right now, the developers are thinking of adding some sort of item shop. Maybe you'll be able to buy gear with all those coins. The Misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers. You can see them in this menu over here where you can also look at their stats and upgrade them. The upgrades aren't actually too significant. They do help with killing enemies in PvE, like killing the bots, and they do give you increased luck. Pretty much, the developers seem to be on this free-to-play friendly path where skill and playtime are the 2 biggest deciding factors in how many relics you get. I'm not going to go into detail about each character's abilities because every week a character is getting completely reworked, and that's just a part of early game development. The main thing you need to know is that all characters have a main attack and an ultimate ability that you get from hitting your main attack or hitting your ultimate ability. And the ultimate ability is very important. It's usually the one thing that makes each character usable in the first place. Some characters also have passive abilities. For example, Ray, the poster child of Misfitz, can move a ton faster when he's under 33% health. Next up we got the power-ups. So they're in a sense like your third ability, but you get them from chests. I'm not going to go over them in too much detail because like the characters, the developers are likely planning to change them a lot. The 5 power-ups we currently have are Heal, that heals you for a set amount, the Temporary Invincibility, the Temporary Damage buff, the Temporary Movement Speed buff, and lastly the Self-Revive. I actually don't have a single clip using it successfully, so this is a clip of me reviving some random dude, and that's because, well, usually when you're down, enemies can finish you off like right away. If you want a better chance at survival, literally any other ability is a better idea. No way, a bonus? That's right, we're going over a real Misfitz run now, although I'll cut out all the boring parts so you guys only get the action, you know, all the highlights. So this will show you what exactly a run should look like. So I'm playing with Elite today, which is Misfit's most popular and possibly only Misfits streamer. I do spawn in a bit late because my phone is a bit doo-doo water. So we do go and open those boxes. There is a chance that they drop relics, but for these boxes they're pretty small, so the chance is low. And I pick up the Self-Revive. It did get buffed. I don't think it'll be useful, but foreshadowing, yes it is. It does become useful later on in a very funny way. So we hear and see some people fighting. You can see these footsteps on our screen. They indicate like someone's footsteps, and that red blemish thing that indicates someone's being hit. So my teammate is getting a bit screwed over, so I do help him out with an ult. Very nice, although I do miss a lot of it. No matter, I mow him down. Not really mow him down, it takes him a while because he has lifesteal. And I don't notice, but someone does enter the building, although they are invisible, which is not supposed to happen with his abilities. He does not have invisibility. Pretty bullshit, but I do use even more bullshit against him. As you can see, I use the Self-Revive and get away with it. Pretty insane. I think that's the first time it's ever helped me. He tries to go in for another kill, but I do have the immunity shield, so pretty busted, and my teammate's also back, so he does try to keep killing us, but it doesn't end up working out for him. We just do too much damage with both of us combined. He's about to get screwed over when Goldfish comes along, tries to kill us again, but he doesn't, and he's complaining about me killing him too much in Discord. So I do revive him even though he is an enemy, and watch this, he's absolutely stunned. He's literally stunned. He does not know what to do anymore. He's lost all meaning in life. So that's cool, he owes me his life now. Pretty neat. So this bot does drop a relic, so pretty sweet. Random dude jump scare from the ladder. This guy's just been collecting relics, like his only goal is to collect relics. He does not kill anyone to collect these relics. He's like a pacifist, playing his pacifist run or something. Anyways, we just make it over to the tank, the world boss, because it does drop quite a few, like 3 to 4 relics when you do kill it, although it is a bit tough to kill. We do a lot of damage though, because we are in a team, so that does help. There is another team here, and Elite does fight them off a bit, while I just focus on the bot for some reason. I really should have done some damage as well to the other team. I think we could have killed them, but oh well, hindsight, right? Anyways, we keep chipping away at this bot. I keep supering it. You'll notice I get a lot of my super back, and if you super 2 or more enemies and they get hit by the majority of your super, you can like chain these supers back to back to back. You'll see me do this later against like a camp of bots. I am super low, and you'll see that activates my passive for this character, which is an insane speed boost when I'm under 33% health. And yeah, we just keep farming, and now that it's low, I'm cautious of using my super because I know that we're gonna actually start to fight the other team that's mowing down the bot. I don't know what the hell that super was though, and my teammate is gone. Probably not a good idea for me to be so greedy, but I do grab the heal power up and heal us both. They walk into the corridor, so I super both of them. Nice. Yeah, Elite, I don't know what that super was back there. Probably that back. Yeah, I think he auto-aimed it, but it's all good. If this building wasn't filled with 10 gazillion bots, I think we could have killed those two pretty easily, but it's all good. But now, yeah, you can see me use my ult. I don't know why I keep saying super. It's not Brawl Stars, bro. But yeah, I'm using these ults back to back, just mowing down this enemy camp. And we do all get 3 relics. That is the most that you can carry in your bag in one run, so we do decide to go extract now. This run we didn't get any gear that's like legendary, like the yellow one, or mythic, the red ones. They are pretty rare, but that's the only gear I would really be looking for at this point. So it's important not to die if you have this type of gear. It's really good, really powerful. The effects are insane. As you can see, Old Fish just tried to jump us again. That never gets old. And fails to, as usual. I felt like he was trying to pull something here, so I do pop the shield power up, but he does nothing. So I just ult him for the shits and giggles. Elite does finish him off though, like a monster, even though Old Fish is right about to extract, and wow, that must hurt. Like, he had 3 relics as well. So, that's Misfitz, right? Anyways, that was a pretty fun round, pretty interesting, very eventful, and got my 3 relics, got some decent gear, so pretty dope, like the game says. Didn't mention this in the video, but if you want an invite link, then feel free to use the code RYANCAT on the Antihero website. The link is in the description. See you next time.